Welcome back to the Bazaar. I'm Inko, and today we're getting into another run with Vanessa in Season 4. Let's see what's in store for us. As always with Vanessa, I'm tempted to click Enchanted Start, but I'm going to keep clicking Income Start. There's just enough strong stuff, enough misses on the enchants. Quixel, you have a chance to sell me several different power items. None of these are what I want. I feel like if I buy Cutlass hoping for Shark Claws or Beach Ball hoping for any sort of Poison Aquatic build, it's just like the weakest part of the build, the most replaceable part of the build, and I'm better off just rolling and looking for the actual direction. I'll take Katana and Revolver. That pushes me pretty hard towards weapons. I don't mind grabbing a Clamra either. It's just cheap enough to be a small opportunity cost. And oh hey, Kyber Drone. When you look at that, a reason to have a Clamra. Also, just in general, Trained is one of the biggest hits you can possibly find for an early Vanessa. This won't quite take until Sandstorm, but I'll go ahead and take a moment to do the call to action as always. You can sub to the channel for more Daily Bazaar content just like this. And if you could drop a like on the video, it really does help it get more traction, help the channel grow, and I really do appreciate it. Man, we really only barely killed this guy before Sandstorm. Could not have cut that much closer. But Kyber Drone does go down, and as much as I like an Insect Wing, not for the Katana. Kina puts me in an awkward spot, because there's not a non-weapon to build around here. I think I'm better off going the Lost Crate, not just for economy in general. Kina can just sell me a poison item that wins day one, though. But this could be Shark Claws or a poison item. There are enough hits here. That's not one of them. Like, yeah, that makes my board better, but the difference in a bronze and diamond katana is relatively small. Strength is absolutely what we're looking for. But, okay, cool. Andy's a great last shot for us. I was really worried because the last shot can be so bad for you. I don't feel great about these exact items, but I think I'm supposed to buy them anyway. I buy the Illusory and roll because a Mantis Shrimp would be incredible. Cool. And there is also a Zorkid here. Well, I want the CDR on the Mantis Shrimp, and that gives me the ability to buy the Zorkid. There a reason to buy Chum. Because I'll be selling it back immediately, right? It doesn't actually matter. I'm thinking we do this, that we're actually better off not running these two weapons to get more burn on the Mantis Shrimp. Revolver plus Shoeblade will almost always be worse than the Katana. Oh, right. We're supposed to be buying a Zorkid. I was trying to figure out how to optimize my board. It doesn't matter about buying the Chum. And that would allow us to do this and just haste both of the slow items a little bit. Will that affect how many uses I get before this goes off? Right now, this is going off at 19.5. We're not changing this. We're getting an extra Clamra, which is 10 damage and 2 burn. The 2 burn's nice. It's probably better. I'll run it this way. It's unclear to me what the best board composition is, but they're all so close to each other, it doesn't quite matter. And having found Mantis Shrimp, Katana, Strength, I do think we are favored for day one, but a Dooley might have just randomly bought a Blastor and we instantly lose on that alone. It did not happen. Plasma Grenade's not that huge, especially going into a burn build, it's not great. He has no tech item for the heavy crew tool start. Decent chunk of poison, but I think this should be relatively one-sided. Unfortunately, with the slows, we end up wasting a lot of his own self-burn, but it does stack up eventually and we get him no problem. For some reason, I was like, that is a lot of poison items. Maybe it'll be enough. And no, obviously not. I'll say, I did have like 5 or 6 seconds left to be alive, but the overkill at 20 is so tremendous. Oh, right. He went to Curio and got the egg. I was like, why does he have a radiant jellyfish? Initially, I didn't even process the enchant, and I was like, wait a second, why does he have a jellyfish at all? It's day one. He can't get it yet. Colt for a gamble, because we just go into slow and Tremps immediately. I don't dislike that, but I think the vast majority of the time, Colt is not giving me shot glasses, and I have no money for the rest of the day. I'm actually going to go Tiny Furry Monster for a skill here. There's a lot of hits. These are not the hits. We're taking Arbitrage. Like, anytime I snap pick Arbitrage, you know I didn't get the skills I want. Let's go to Ayla here. Well, that was, like, the big reason to care about Ayla. Because the Shrimp is silver, I think Bolas actually make more sense than some of the stuff competing with it right now. Those are the items I'm not likely to run. If I see Zorkid, it's pretty big, so I will roll. Do I want to pick up a Shuriken or a Narwhal? Cyber Size right out. This is just an item that, like, if it were size 1, maybe it would be broken, but at size 2, it's too much to ask for too little. Shuriken's a very cool thing to have in the back pocket. Is it cool enough to justify selling? Probably not, but I'm going to do it.
Hey, when you carry my weapon,
It's just very frequently I want to pick up a cannonball anyway, which is like synergizing very, very deeply with what Shuriken does. It's not that hard to transition into it, I would think. Fine, I've got to do it. Giant Mosquito for Proboscis. I tend to be pretty underwhelmed by the Proboscis builds I see from Vanessa's. But then again, the same thing's been happening with life conduits from Max. I think Proboscis and Vanessa is completely insane. Regardless of how many Vanessas I beat where they have a Proboscis, it's like, oh yeah, that's a respectable amount of damage. It wasn't that good. I think this card's insane. Let's give it a shot. No. Well, we'll get a faster shrimp then. It's fine. Quixel's fairly expensive. I don't have the money for it. We're gonna take 4 gold. I wonder if there is any merit to the small burn item. Try to dupe the shrimp. It probably wouldn't have been the worst decision I could have made. Curio with Zorkid, with Clamra. Can't say no.
Well, howdy, hero.
Well, got both. +3 burn on the shrimp. Is that good enough? I'm obviously always taking the improvised bludgeon.
Now that's a bargain.
I think improvised bludgeon in the late game on Clamra matters way, way more, and I'm gonna be putting it there. This is the last hour. We can sell the gland. We can sell the wing. We're definitely gonna be running the Bola and the Revolver as our last slots. And, man, I'm torn. I think it's worth it, and I think it's worth rolling for a chance at Rocket Boots, which we might have got. Just Shadowed Cloak. I mean, well, hold up. What do you mean, just Shadowed Cloak? That's not really a Shadowed Cloak works. We do have a Katana on board. Let's give it the respect it deserves, right? I would like to get 3 more gold and buy the Shadowed Cloak. I think that I just give up on this Revolver entirely. Do I give up on the Shuriken and the Boot Trap as well? Yeah, I do. I want the Shadowed Cloak. I want the egg. The other items I could have picked up here would have been all right. Buff damage, buff burn. But I think it's more valuable to let the egg gain 4 resources. I'm probably cutting this within a couple of days. And for day 2, I'm more than strong enough already. I have a Mantis Shrimp set up, and I have a Katana with Strength and a Shadowed Cloak. Sands of Time, Venomous Dose, Sword Cane. This all looks totally fair. Nothing broken at all. Doesn't stand a chance. God, I always forget how busted Shadowed Cloak Katana is in the early game. And there's the rest of the build coming in finally.
Please share with me your secrets.
Yeah, that's about how I expected it to go. It's a day 2 Mac that hasn't completed a quest. It's pretty rough on the first day if you don't get high roll poison stuff, and on the first 2 days if you don't do that, really. It's very hard to have life conduit online on day 3. Or sorry, before day 3. I've got the money for Colt, and the odds of it being a shot class are much higher now. Gotta take Cannonball, gotta roll. So I guess my last slots are gonna be this right now, which is unimpressive to say the least. I don't think it's worth selling the egg to upgrade Bolas, but at the same time, I'm probably selling the egg today anyway. So I'm doing it now. Oh. I mean, that's usable. Do I want the Bolas anymore? I've got no scaling for the Calico. I have a hard time imagining it's great, but like if I just find a slow build with Kusarigama, it comes in big. Yeah, I'm gonna take this upgrade. Calico I don't want to sell. I want to hold and use it for something else, but that's gonna be a ways off. Gonna go Poverty Chocolate here. Hope we can sell this at Marcoon or Volpack for some extra cash. We should beat Street Gamer, no problem. I want the ticket. I won't. That's kind of it. I just want the ticket. Let me check which of these two has higher odds of ticket. It's a 1 in 7 on Street Gamer versus a 1 in 6 on Dabbling Apprentice for the ticket. The Street Gamer's buff pickle faces to the right, so I can't use it. So I am going to go Dabbling Apprentice here. It is 1 gold average value lower, but the hit that I really care about is the ticket. And increasing my odds of hitting that is obviously worth it in my eyes. God, the Katana with the Shadow Cloak just does so much work. Right now, is that my upgrade? Probably not. I'm probably upgrading the Zorkid. Oh, man. Wait. There's no way we can make a build with that in a Shuriken, right? I'm pretty sure that's not useful, but I want to hold out hope. Going to middle when I have no core medium items to care about right now when I'm this poor, I'm going to take 4 gold instead. The upgrade, and I mean, I would like to upgrade the Zorkid. I really would. But right now it seems more sensible to upgrade the Shadowed Cloak. No, I don't think it does. Shadowed Cloak is on its way out. I'm still strong for day 3 regardless. I do this to try to transition into something where this half of the board's actually... Okay, so B1, B2 obviously helps me, but again, really important to find shot glasses, transition out of this. I'm not doing it. B1, B2 has to be competing with a worse store than that. Lighter's good. Lighter definitely helps me to better enable his work down the line. It's not doing anything yet, but it's part of the transition. Same with Pop Snappers, actually. I don't know if I'm going to buy the Pop Snappers as my main issue with them. I don't think I am. I can't really imagine I find myself in a spot where I'm going to run that. Now, it is a 1-win Vanessa. They have a decently large chunk missing. It looks like they lost on day 2. I'm not going to sell my chocolate bars. I'm going to greed. I'm very poor right now. I don't think 50 health is likely to be the difference. I think either Mantis Shrimp goes off and I win, or it doesn't and I lose, and it's not going to be close either way. Katana, Silver Shark Claws. Silver Shark Claws might have just been unwinnable from the get-go. Let's see how it plays out. I am notably faster in terms of startup time thanks to the Shadowed Cloak, but after the Shark Claws goes off, things start looking a lot worse for us. Shadowed Cloak did so much work. It is the entire reason we're undefeated right now. If this guy had a way to activate Healthy Jolt, it would have been horrifying. Healthy Jolt's one of those skills where it's so strong, but it's often so hard to find a good way to trigger it without an enchant. Sharpening Stone versus Quicksil. We gotta go Quicksil. We're trying so hard to find shot glasses or just a pivot out of this. Pop Snappers are back. Catfish over the Katana. No, it's not good enough. When you slow charge this 2 seconds, is that enough to transition? I don't think it is. It's a respectable card. I just don't think it does enough. I don't know. We have the lighter as well. I'm going to take this and start trying to transition out. Do I want a grenade just to make better use of my board slot here? Because, like, God knows Calico ain't doing nothing. I don't think grenade matters, and I'm super broke, so I'm not going to be buying it. With 3 gold left, I kind of have to click Mountain Pass, unfortunately. I'm reasonably confident we beat that. He's been nerfed a lot. I think we have enough burn now that we actually want to play burn over the Katana. If I'm wrong about that, egg on my face, but I look at the amount of burn we should have as the anglerfish starts going off, and it probably stays a high amount from here until the end of the game. It is worth noting that we're matched into a heal guy, but that shouldn't matter. Yeah, we beat this guy no problem. I forgot that they changed the scaling at some point on one of these in terms of how they function, and he got tremendously weaker. There's a point in time where this guy was just wildly strong. I forget what the exact change was. Well, hold up. We're not going back into Katana, that's for sure. Restorative Fire Claw, you say? I mean, it's not fast, but it doesn't need to be fast, does it? Anyway, we're on to our real fight. I think we beat Prince Marianas. Every time we slow, we gain burn, and half of that's gained here. And then 5 times that is gained as heal. I think that's enough defenses to feel like we beat Prince Marianas. And I don't remember being hyped this run, so I'm still looking for the ticket. Obviously, I would love the slow synergy skills, and he's the most experienced, most gold. Well, not most experienced, but most gold. Yeah, the Restorative Fire Claw makes me so strong for day 4. I thought it was crazy, but I was like, maybe it's slow enough that I shouldn't be impressed. That is not the case. Quite the opposite. I should probably be hasting it. I think that's definitely a... Well, that's good for us. Yeah, I think I'm better off hasting the Fire Claw here. Anyway, silver skills, what are we looking at? I always forget exactly what logistics does. It's obviously useless for us. We're gonna roll, hope for something better. When you slow, crit scale. It's not much now, but it will be someday.
I think you had a breakthrough.
Ayla for shrimp. What else could I hit? Not a lot, to be honest with you. I'm gonna go to racetrack. I don't care about like trying to get exactly cauterizing blade here. I'm gonna take my chance for shot glasses. Chance for duped shrimps. Sure, why not? And what is our last store looking like? It's Curio again. I mean, I don't mind rocket boots even a little bit. Yeah, let's try it.
Close your eyes and grab
On.
some.
Ah, it's not the one I wanted. Bring this over. Give him the chocolate bars. Don't feel like holding that forever. Everything on the left side is sellable. I obviously want the chimeric egg. I think my fastest burn is Dark Water Angler. Do I think knee brace goes on board here? Bolas aren't great, but I think they're doing enough. So I buy Cinders, Egg, Gland. I don't think anything else is worth it. And we roll for the teeny tiny chance at Rocket Boots. Maybe. Hey, and more slow, you say. So fastest, doesn't matter where it is. Hold that as long as I can. I'm gonna need 4 more gold. Well, that's the number I've got. Bring this over, bring this over. I know that the illusory slows were longer. I won't start up combat slow for as long as physically possible. That's what I'm concerned with doing.
Trash is trash.
So we take the rocket boots. That essentially gets us the gold Zorkid. We take the extra slow duration. That gets us an ungodly amount of slow on the Clamora. With 2 gold left, we could take the Eagle Talisman and get Mantis Shrimp or Claw slightly better. It seems wrong not to, and at least right now, it's definitely better on the Claw. Okay, we got very much stronger out of that. The extra second of haste, the extra second of slow. I think we're probably very, very, very strong for day 4. And with the ticket in our inventory and 3 wins already, we're well poised to go 10 from here. Toxic Eternal Torch. He transmuted his Nightshade after he finished the quest, but he didn't really have an offense sorted out when he did. I find that debatable. Yeah, we're just too much burn too quickly. This is one of the many things where I've talked about life conduit builds just like kind of being super underwhelming. He doesn't have very much in the way of regen. He has a bunch of medium items with the candles. It's just the mess of a Mac build that I saw so often where I was like, no. We've got to teach the ladder how to do life conduit Mac. Make a clickbait title about it. Show the world how to more reliably steamroll as early as day 3 on Mac. Some videos I'm like, yay, people are catching on. And other videos I see Macs like that. I'm like, oh, he'll learn. He'll get there. Coral is not the thing I was hoping to fish up. I have enough experience that I want to push at Mountain Pass. I'm already up 1 fight, so I can potentially get ahead of level way earlier than you otherwise might. Which Mantis Shrimp isn't like really thought of as a slow build, but it is not like slow the saddest ailment is slow build as in it takes a while. But Mantis Shrimp builds, and especially this current iteration of it, can take quite a while. Especially if you don't find shot glasses.
You better not tell my guys about this.
All right, what do we pick up? Come on, 12 gold. Nice.
Rally, men! Blades to the wind!
Silver tier ammo item. I'll take the shot at it, man. Oh, man. I saw the small item, got hopeful. There's a lot of small ammo items, though. All right, that was the bonus fight, so I don't care about shield. JJ?
And sometimes I sell stuff.
Water wheel. I understand that haste makes any build better, but God, is 10 seconds ever an eternity. It's an early ambergris, an early lockbox. I can presumably get the value back out of them, but when do you win a fight this gains 6 value? I don't want to buy this and sell it tomorrow, right? Like I want to roll and find things that make me stronger now. Grappling hook does just barely count, I think. The forklift out of here since it's taking up the most space. Slow 2 items every 7. It's just straight up better than the bolas. It's not even close. Should I have grabbed Jit? Maybe I should have grabbed Jit. It's not a bad item at all. I was thinking I'm really like leaning into Fire Claw right now. The reason I cared about this is because it was giving me more slows and speeding up the Dark Water. I guess the same thing can be argued with replacing Lighter with Jit as well, though. Yeah, I should have grabbed the Jit. It's just better than Lighter here, even though this is hasting a source of slow and the Fire Claw itself. So I don't think the Lighter is that good. If it's the difference in full haste uptime or partial, then the Lighter's worth it, but I don't think it is. Anyways, in this fight, do I want hasty reload? I have no crit skills. I have slow to targets. I think I'm happy just going to Mod Squad and taking the high average gold, but you know what? I want to get crit reload. It's just a cool skill. When you crit with an item, reload another item 1 second, or 1 ammo rather. That can give me essentially an unlimited ammo shot glass with no extra work if I get a little bit lucky with crit scaling. You can always get robbed if that's your plan, which is unfortunate, but hopefully that doesn't happen to us if we end up going down that route. Also, rocket boots for this Zorkid are very, very good. And there's a chance to get crit and ammo, both of which are valuable. He's got enough things. Okay. I'm going to hold on to that for a little while, actually. Like maybe even over the day boundary. Wow. 7 on 5, huh? I wasn't going to make 7 on 5 if I didn't get Deadly Duel here. Okay. I would love to go to Kina, but want to give me the second Restorative Fire Claw? I can just cosplay this guy. Would I even run a second Restorative Fire Claw? Well, no, it would upgrade. He's cheating. I don't know how he got 2 copies of it at the same tier. Obviously, what I want is Vengeance. Upgrading the Fire Claw is also pretty nice, though. Like, it's a fairly substantial upgrade. Really, Sunlight Spear is the only miss here, but there's not a miss. This is just an incredible fight for me, because even the worst reward is still +4 gold. Alternatively, we could hit the best one. Move Clamor over, take that.
Let's take the tyrant's
I think that's how I want to handle it. Let's see our silver skill for the run. Silver supply cache. It's not bad. I just feel like I can do better. Upgrade slowed targets or find the haste equivalent. Conflag's not what I was looking for, but non-weapon 10% crit. I think that's good enough considering the way my build currently works, and I don't think Conflag's ever that good on Vanessa, outside of like a couple of very weird lighthouse builds. Anyways, this is an easy vol pack for me. I need what he can sell.
Everything is for
We're
sale.
gonna have this. I only need 1 spot, but frankly, I want to buy that star chart and keep pushing experience.
If I can just sell
Come on. Nothing.
1,000 more.
So obviously I can make my build marginally better by buffing the Zorkid. I'm fully aware of this. I simply don't care. I want to hold that for shot glasses. It's a 0-win pig who's not got his enchant yet. It would be crazy to sell the rocket boots here, but I can get so much more value by just not selling the rocket boots and potentially making it a board-wide haste on the shot glasses. Money Tree is on board, 28 hour with 2 shield multicast weapons and a yo-yo between them. Dude might have just turned it around. That's pretty big. It's only silver, so the scaling's somewhat manageable, but I don't know if we can deal with that. No, we can deal with that. We're okay. There's going to be a lot of shield coming here, but the shrimp hit's going to finish him, and we're not going to die because of the restorative enchant. Yep. Okay, I got pretty worried in the middle of that because 28-hour fitness, shielded flail, shielded ring kings with a 220. Yeah, you can see why I'm stressed. It speaks for itself. Those shield enchants do a lot of work to try to keep him alive. It looks like he had nothing but a big money tree and found an absolute godsend Kev. Not what I wanted to fish up. JJ versus continuing to push experience. I'm a level ahead already. I'm probably not getting 2 levels ahead for a long time. I'm gonna go JJ. There's some items I really desperately need here, man. Card table, huh? I can't really use card table here, right? I can't envision a world where I'm ever dropping Zorkid, let alone Zorkid, Illusoray, and Darkwater Angler from here. I have to find shot glasses first. If I find shot glasses, we're slated for diamond victory, so who cares? Because I have the ambergris, it makes sense to try to buy the chum, but at the same time, like, the fishing rod sucks. Would I even run another bronze mantis shrimp at this point? I know the easy solution is rocket boots. I'm selling the fishing rod. It's so unlikely to get me exactly mantis shrimp. I'm gonna take the guaranteed plus economy and move on with my life. Oh, hey, cauterizing blade, how's it going? I don't think I care about cauterizing. When you slow, scale, burn, it sort of works better with Restorative Fire Claw, right? It does work better with Restorative Fire Claw. It will probably crack immediately in my first fight. Okay, yeah, because of the Fire Claw, I won't cauterizing blade. I don't think that a silver cauterizing blade with this much slow is really that much better. Sterling's tough. Sterling's real tough. The reason I don't think it's that much better is because this is going to end up being a lot slower. I really appreciate the speed, especially with the Zorkid that's been buffed on my board. Anyway, we're clicking on Sterling. That's locked in. The reason Sterling is tough is, do I want to upgrade the Mantis Shrimp, which is obviously good, the Cauterizing Blade, which is better, but takes up more space and might not necessarily stay on my board forever, or just upgrade the Fire Claw so it scales tremendously better, because this feels like a Fire Claw until the end sort of run. I think Fire Claw is the upgrade, to be honest with you. Otherwise, it's never getting upgraded. Also, 5 base burn and 50 base heal is not a small amount. Nothing I particularly care about, so I guess we're going to go after Foundation Weeper. Also, Foreman's a day 6 opponent? This dude sucks. He is not very strong. Maybe there was an argument going somewhere else. I always like picking up Exposing Toxins. It's just so much crit that any poison enchant becomes half decent. Any fast poison item. It's unlikely I find any real use out of it though. And yeah, this already feels like a substantial improvement. And that wasn't even with the Cauterizing Blade scaling. So for day 6, I feel like an absolute menace. I can't really imagine anything living through this. It's probably not going to happen, but I already have 7 skills, so yeah. Haste and charge. Yep.
I'm not a fitness.
I know what I'm here for.
I train your perception.
It's not those. That wasn't it either. First 5 times you slow charge a burn item, huh? Well, what I was here for was when you haste gain crit chance. But you know what? I'll take slow burn. You can do some broken things that later on, but for now it's just generally accelerating the build. Go to Ayla, look for upgrades on my main weapon. Seems sensible. None of that really works for me. Dart launcher, you say? I definitely want to hold it in my stash if nothing else, so I'll toss the piranha, I'll grab the dart launcher. I don't know that it's better than the lighter right now, because yeah, sure, it's a source of slow, but it's not speeding up the Zorkid, and that matters to me a lot, especially the first activation. And the thing I would be cutting for it would definitely be the lighter. Let's see what the next door has for us before we make final decisions for the day. It's going to be Midsworth, and it's going to be large items I don't care about. Okay, it's small items that I care about tremendously. I lied, it's incredible. And now that it's 2 slows instead of 1, I kind of can't justify the lighter anymore. We roll, because there are some crazy things he can sell. How long do I think I can hold this ambergris? I've got to be honest, I don't feel like I can hold it that long, but at the same time, I've got some trash in my inventory. The ambergris should pay for itself. It'd be weird if it didn't. And I don't generate anything having gotten rid of my fishing rod. For when Doobly, his win was around or his loss rather was around day 4 or 5. Gotta imagine I'm favored. The Fire Claw is just giving me defenses I have no right to have. Valley Fever can be very scary. It is a power drill, making the use of it. But I think we'll be fine. Even though it is a 5-speed weaponized core, we should just get so much additional healing out of this claw. Yeah, just back to full. Oh, his build also appears to just sort of stall out a little bit. It's not a fast loop at all. I didn't quite catch that. It's one of those builds where you're like waiting for the volleys when soldering gun is going off. That makes it a lot slower than it seems at first glance. Yeah, 1,000 extra healing. Thanks, Infernal Envoy. I appreciate you, buddy. It also dealt tremendously more burn than either Shrimp or Cauterizing Blade. Admittedly, I am hasting it, but it's essentially just another copy of Shrimp and Cauterizing Blade, right? It's scaling off of them. I've never been in a situation to realize that, like, yeah, if you have Fireclaw and Vanessa, it's just another Shrimp. Like, it's literally, that's how it works. I know it works like this. I've used it to great effect on Mac, but somehow never been in a situation to realize, like, oh, that's so much more meaningful on Vanessa, though. Anyway, we're gonna go to Andy. I know docs are there. I don't care. Andy can sell me shit like this, which is very important. The lighter's permanently out. We're buying the Koos. I like crit chance. I like shot glasses more. I'm rolling. Okay, so where does the Koos go? Probably replace the grappling hook and then position it like this. Grappling hook's a little bit holdable, like not very holdable, but it might somehow come back in. I think that's the order of priority in terms of what I'm willing to sell, and obviously anything to the right of Temple Expedition ticket, I am totally unwilling to sell. Still haven't seen the shot glass. It's just been sitting on rocket boots, winning my fights for a couple of days now with Zorkid on board. But like, what's the difference in 3 and 4, right? Colt, please, my guy, come on. I have no way to scale the incendiary round, so it's not like anything crazy is gonna happen with a Sword of Fire Claw with them. I'm gonna roll, gonna keep hoping, gonna keep missing. You go for Bonk because Bonk is fundamentally broken. I eagerly await the day that Bonk shall be nerfed. It's got to someday, right? It's just like one of the strongest things in the game. It has no build synergy with anything. It's just boring and overpowered. God, it's not even like he's a legendary enemy. If it were like Fire Rebirth and no one could beat the guy, I'd be more okay with it. But instead, everyone's walking around with Bonk and it's completely broken. He's not even a tough enemy. Good, I'm glad I didn't get it. Spices are actually moderately interesting, but the Zorkid makes it kind of unusable. Yeah, Gland is fine. Can't be upset with 2 regen. Shield items, you say. Shield enchants are pretty good. And 1 experience doesn't change anything. I'm 9 on 7, I'll be 10 on 8. I'm gonna go to Kev, see if he has any crazy shield enchants. I'm just feeling like we're pretty likely to go 10 and I want to see some crazy stuff. Yeah. I should have specified, Kev, you don't understand. The shield enchant needs to be on an item that deals damage, that like scales up and stuff. That's just a grappling hook, Kev. There is a Kusarigama on my board. It's a 7-speed item. No, you can't trick me like this, Kev. You can have my grappling hook. To stop pretending I'm putting it back and to stop waiting for Barcoon to move on in my life. Got the ticket already, so I don't need Aerodrome. I'm very happy to go to Aelin just to look for the weapon upgrades. Boom. Yeah, using rocket boots now is starting to look ridiculous. Like, who needs a 5-second duration haste on their Zorkid? That is a very substantial upgrade because it's, you know, aside from just being the gold cauterizing blade, I'm essentially duplicating the effect of it with a heal enchant, which is crazy. It's adjacent to a slow. I just had to double check. It is a day 6 Mac. Life Conduit can be doing some real gross things at this point, but I'm reasonably confident that this build just bodies Life Conduit unless they have the craziest offense setup. Adrenal Converter, Rapid Injection System, just good old-fashioned self-poison. Toxic Spider Mace with the Venom. Gonna be pretty close to infinite, but I think with Restorative we should just be fine. Like, the Fire Claw does so much work. I cannot overstate that. Yeah, maybe not enough. It does enough. I wonder how much scaling the Kus really did. About 55 by the looks of it. Come on, let me hit recap. A little bit less than that. Yeah, we 100% lose that without the Fire Claw, but it's just such an insanely powerful thing to pick up early. Definitely starting to get to the point around day 7 where like, man, if I don't find shot glasses, we are going to have a problem. We are still scaling more or less the same way we have been. I'm taking a slow item. It could be a shot glasses. That is not shot glasses. Do I sell this today? If I need to. I'd rather not, though. Sea Dog Saloon is probably not good enough. I just don't have enough weapons for it to make sense. We're gonna go to Ayla. We're gonna keep looking for our weapon upgrades because grappling hook again, huh? I can't use the Sea Dog Saloon. There's simply not room for it on the board. We beat Dragon, no problem. That can give us a lot of Dragon scaling. With this skill, the region would be fine. Dragon Heart is interesting. Probably not playable. Like, with Dragon Heart, you really want to have very fast burn items, and my burn items are kind of the opposite of that. Still, though, with the restorative enchant on a permanently hasted Fire Claw, you don't really need more than that.
Walk it.
Oh. All right, first I'm going to toss the Sea Dog Saloon. Get the second Fire Claw. This one's shielded, I guess. Okay. Sign me up. Yeah, so I have the defenses, I have the offenses. This is the plan. Losing these sources of slow does hurt a little bit. I'd really like a shot glasses. Have I mentioned this? I could get deadly on one of these for a bit of health. I have such insane defensive enchants that it kind of doesn't seem like a big cost. And obviously we want the claws on both ends, and we need the adjacency for Illusoray. Again, things just get way simpler if I can replace the Illusoray with a shot glass that has +1 second haste. We're not going to shops tomorrow. It's really unfortunate. I don't think I care about a deadly enchant here, honestly. I stack burn so effectively. I don't need a deadly enchant. I need to survive long enough for these things to scale and keep me alive. Now, Mac has some pretty good slow items, and I have enchanted relics, so a macroscope's kind of pretty sick here. It would be better than Illusoray. I'm in. He also has other slow options, but that's the main thing I'm looking for. Turbo Barbed Claws, huh? Fiery Candles. Cool stuff, not what I need.
I had hoped you'd gain some wisdom by now.
Pearl?
You look like a hardy one. Need some work?
No, that's not what I'm looking for. How much gold do I spend? All of it. We're going to the temple tomorrow. Eternal Torch can't make sense here, can it? Not gonna buy burn items tomorrow. It's not gonna be that good in the first place. It would be scaling 2 different shielded Fire Claws and permanently hasted by a Zorkit, though. It's gonna take me a very, very long time to find 6 burn items. I can't take that. Can't really explain why I'd want earrings. Wrong tier. I don't need another dupe. I need items that actually slow Pearl. Old Salt Claw's not terrible. So, like, they'd sell me the synergy pieces, but not the thing I actually need. Do I sell this now to try to get more cash for Pearl? Tomorrow's the temp. We did it! We found what we were looking for. Now the question is, what do I cut exactly? I'm kind of looking, and I hate this, at the Clamra. And the Illusoray, obviously. Scale off of my opponent's items defensively and on terms of burn, and you win. And you simply don't match into enough one-shot builds to lose because of this choice. The Silver Goose is simply never happening, so I can easily toss that and take this Tripwire.
That looks like the Cretaceous.
So, this is certainly a build. It's one of the funnier things I've ever seen. When your opponent activates an item slow, when you slow, scale burn with defensive enchants off of your other burn, and then haste them. I mean, it seems good. If it's hasting 2 burn items, it should be fast enough for full haste up time on its own. Fiery enchant on the Tripwire would actually go incredibly hard here. I obviously want to hold the Clamra indefinitely. The rest of this is all sellable, but I have no reason to sell it. I think this is my best board. I think the Tripwire actually really meaningfully improves the build. I'm unclear if I should have been hasting both defensive Fire Claws or if I should have hasted anything else. It seems like the Fire Claws are just better though. All right, on the one hand, 28-hour fitness, I'm terrified, but he has almost no shield items. We should just run him down. He should not scale enough offensively for us to ever be in any danger, right? Yeah, we have 2.2k shield. He has 500 burn. And because his board is still quite fast, that is a lot of slows. It wasn't even that fast of a board. I felt like I was scaled really well. The katana is actually very fast. True. We're looking at 22 activations, I think. I just counted his activations on his board. And I was like, oh yeah, I have the Tripwire. I don't need to do that. Anyways, 22 slows for 2 board slots is wild. Those are shot class numbers. So I'm very happy with that. Now let's get into the temple and start freeing up some inventory space because we can finally sell the ticket. We should just absolutely obliterate the obsidian door. Ooh, wait, no, stop. Hold up. We don't scale unless they use items. I'm gonna sell this now. Shiny Salt Claws, not bad. So I think what I do is this to get more scaling offensively. I just need the extra slows. Oh, this isn't slowing currently. Okay, so I think what I do is this to get the extra slows and then we should be fine. Yeah, this beats the boulder, no problem. It's a ton of burn, we'll be fine. Imagine I go Diamond Victory and I've just messed this up and I died a boulder trap. I can't imagine I do. Like, it's not fast, it's not pretty, but we'll still get the second everything off. It'll be fine. Yeah, they're dead. Don't even need to worry. The burn we've done so far is already enough. Shiny Gold Salt Claw is like genuinely a hell of an item. I kind of want to figure out if we can fit that somehow. But right now we're still just bouncing around doing various weird setups because we can't find like the source of haste, or sorry, the source of slow that we would really want. I'm still holding rocket boots, by the way. I'm not even entirely convinced at this point that shot classes would be better than Tripwire. It probably would be because I get the Clamra. And I don't know how I would justify running Salt Claw over the burn strategy. So like as cool as the card is, I think the only thing in my stash I'm really holding is Clamra. The rest of this is sellable. And certainly the Illusory I'm not happy with. The Cannonball I'm not happy with. And that lets me manage my inventory a little bit less finicky than I otherwise would be. Okay, cool. We definitely didn't need that Cannonball then. We came in here with relatively low. I guess we came in here with a 20 gold egg. It wasn't that low. My fastest weapon actually should be this Azurkid, which I can't really imagine cutting. We might get a poison enchant, so I'll hold the extract for a little bit. Crit skills, poison skills, crit skills. Weapons only, though. No, I don't think I will. Man. Keen Eye it is, huh? We do have weapons and shields, so Greenheart should be fine, but they don't have that many items to scale us with. Which makes me a little bit worried about fighting them. I think we're fine, man. Like, it's easy to be scared of Greenheart Guardian because it's a pretty serious poppy field build, but the Guardian Shell is very quick for the Tripwire, which actually matters a lot here. And we scale very quickly. Like, we don't actually need that many slows to start doing disgusting things. Yeah, we're so far beyond fine. I was worried. I was like, he basically only has 2 active items. Is that enough? It seems like Tripwire is an incredible card and we don't need anything else. If I could get a Fiery Tripwire for haste, that wouldn't be terrible, to be honest. Anyway, what are we looking at? We're looking at Fiery. Not convinced I should be putting it on the Tripwire, to be honest, but we're gonna have to think about it now. We obviously don't care about the Emerald. That can get right out. We're not taking the Frost Ward and we're not taking Null Frost. They don't make any sense. We can take the Flame Coil Gem and go see what our opponent is. It is a Mac that has had a pretty rough game of it, but they don't have their Death Enchant yet. So we put a Fiery Enchant on one of our scaling sources of burn to double the scaling on these claws. It's that simple, right? Right now, they both scale identically. It is more likely that I upgrade the Mantis Shrimp than the Cauterizing Blade because Sterling works. I'm very likely to go to Andy, but not that likely to go to Middle. So I think it is a Fiery Enchant for the Shrimp, which means we care more about speeding up the Shrimp now. So we're going to leave it on the far left to get the CDR from Vengeance. Anyway, Diamond Win, here we come. You can't stop me, Mac. You're at the correct number of enchants. I'm up 2, and they're not minor enchants. They're crazy good enchants. Magnus's Femur, oh god, it's back. Is it gonna be enough? Magnus's Femur duped Sands of Time. Now, unfortunately, all of your activations are gonna get me scaling, but my timing window is pretty bad. So is he gonna get another hit before I have defensive activations? Not quite. Came close. I only had 900 health left on the second hit. But yeah, just a ridiculous amount of scaling from Tripwire. It looks like people don't live after 21 activations. That's the magic number where the game's like, you know what? Did enough slows, they can be dead now. 600 burn, 6,000 shield. Kind of funny how much more it does on the second hit, doesn't it? The first hit deals about 36. The second hit deals about 600. Thank God they have defensive enchants, but yeah, like that's the concern with this build is if they have a build that starts off super explosively at around 7 seconds, I don't have defenses until around 10 or 11 seconds. And that's very scary. Like Magnus's Femur comes in at the exact amount of time where it's like not scaling these up until they've already went off, which is the scary thing there. We get through though. Maybe a Diamond Win. Do I care for Barcoon? The man with no shot glasses? Upgrading Tripwire is legitimately insane. Same with Cauterizing Blade. I can't skip him. Like, I'm not getting anything for the skip in the first place. It's pretty terrible. Wanted poster with no wins left.
Maybe next time?
Middle competing with nothing? Sure. No. I've got stupid amounts of money and I know I'm not running this stuff ever. Sure, let's gamble. Wow, I regret my life choices. I was more or less expecting that though. It's fine. These are off-class items. I would like to go to Morgaloth. Mostly just because I never get a chance to care about Jack of all trades and it's really cool. But speeding up the second volley genuinely matters a lot. I do wonder if Fiery on the Tripwire might have been better just to speed up the Zorkid for more haste up time. The Zorkid is barely full haste up time. I'll sell the Rocket Boots today. It actually would meaningfully impact my power level just a little bit, especially in the presence of slow. But I've been holding out for shot glasses just about as long as you can. We actually got it. Kind of wild. Let's take the loot item. What am I looking for beyond CDR?
The hold can't hold this.
The hold can't hold this. I don't know why that cracked me up so much. I really enjoy that line. 1200 shield to guarantee the diamond victory. Seems like a plan. I think I'm happy just going CDR off Monster Ranch, which is almost always there. Nah, I want to get the last hour shot glasses to justify the fact that I've held this all game.
Good taste.
Damn. You can go to gold. I'm not running you, but you can go to gold all the same. Toss this, toss that. Buff the Zorkid, finally, after holding it for no reason. I can't imagine a world where this gunpowder matters. Like, I actually can't imagine it now that I've given up on shot glasses. So fine, Shrimp, have 5 ammo. It's funny. Anyway, it is a dually that died. They're at 6 wins, so they're a moderately strong build with their death enchant. A little bit scary, a little bit scary. We're looking at Robotic Factory. That tends to be a very fast build. Oh god, it's not a fast build. He's trying to one-shot. But what? Did he mess something up? Because he doesn't do anything. This guy, wait. What happened? I'm so confused. I was so scared till I read the number. I was like, wait, there's no damage scaling. What happened? Is this what got him to 6 wins? Because it just scales up to 100% crit multicast too, but that's still only 1400 every 5 seconds. Which, like, yeah, that's 250 DPS and shield, but I was so scared because cybersecurity is the sort of thing that will absolutely one-shot you, but this one sure isn't. I completely blanked out and stopped watching the fight after it happened too, because like, wait, what's going on? Why are the numbers so small? Anyway, I guess this is a way to get diamond victory. How to win on Vanessa? Simple. Just get 2 enchanted fire claws from random sources. It's that easy. Go straight to 10 by scaling up your fire claws with the slow archetype from Vanessa. Oh, also, they're a little bit faster than they used to be because of Jack of all trades, and I've got slow burn, which can only scale, you know, only charge scaling burn items. The faster your build is, the better mine is. Much appreciated. Scaling crit chance, a lot of random crit chance in CDR. Couple of like really powerful skills that do nothing in this build, but yeah, mostly this is just weapon Vanessa early with like the katana, shadowed cloak stuff, transitioning into a shrimp build. That's part of the reason shrimp is so good, is it gives you like the incentive early to start bridging into slow stuff. We never found the normal slow stuff. We're just like forced to trust our opponent to give us the slows in this case. But yeah, one of the stronger things that you can do with slow that I've never seen before is just scale fire claw with it, I guess. It was so good I chose to do it 4 times, twice on both claws. I guess diamond victories are always weird. This one's exceptionally weird. I hope you enjoyed seeing it come together. I imagine you kind of assumed that if we went diamond victory, it meant we found a shot glass somewhere, but no. Eventually we had to begrudgingly get the 5 seconds orchid because shot glasses just aren't there. Haste your whole board for 2 seconds? Nah, let's overkill the claws harder. That seems better. I also really enjoyed the 5th ammunition on Mantis Shrimp, as though it ever even got to a 3rd attack in the first place. Very funny build. Did gross work. Hope you enjoyed seeing it, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.